Honor Flight Austin exists to take our most senior veterans to our nation's capital to finally see and experience their memorials. This is a very special honor flight honoring Lieutenant Colonel James Daniel being laid to rest in the most hallowed ground of our nation, Arlington National Cemetery. Colonel James Daniel is finally getting the salute and tribute that he deserves. Welcome home, sir.
Honor Flight Austin has been a dream come true. It really has. The chapel experience was profound. Going into the cemetery, I don't think I have ever felt an inner peace come across me like it did this morning.
The reception we got at the airport was just beyond belief. It meant an awful lot, given that when I came home it was spit on and cussed at, and it was quite a different experience this time.
Over to the left, come on.
In 2015, Honor Flight Austin began taking Vietnam veterans to visit the memorials in Washington, D.C. One of these veterans was Lieutenant Colonel James Daniel, a retired Army aviator who passed away a few months after his trip to Washington. Honor Flight Austin, together with the family, arranged to have a trip coincide with his burial at Arlington National Cemetery in May of 2016. 25 Vietnam veterans joined Lieutenant Colonel Daniel's family in laying him to rest among the thousands of veterans that have already given their lives for our nation.
Well, this will be my second trip to the wall. First one was real hard. This one, I'm probably is going to be just as hard, but I'm surrounded by my brothers, and that's all I care about. I mean, each and every one of these guys, I didn't know them before last week, but they're all my brothers.
I've been impressed so far, I'll tell you that. I'm walking down that concourse is something else. In 1971, we had to change out of uniform before we could fly home. We got to San Francisco International, and they told us when we got off there, before we got off the airplane, to change into civilian clothes. It's a long time thanks coming for the Vietnam vets.
On behalf of the Mayor of the City of Austin, Mayor Steve Adler, and all the members of the Austin City Council, thank you for your service. We really appreciate you.
Let's give these Vietnam veterans a round of applause and welcome home.
Stripes and bright stars.
Upon arrival in Washington, D.C., our veterans are greeted by patriotic volunteers from the area and passengers and travelers in the airport. It is a welcome they have never experienced before.
Oh, it was fantastic. I've said it a couple of times, not like what we got when I came back, but this is just phenomenal. And Honor Flight has been so good to us.
I had chills running up and down my spine, let me tell you. A lot different than 1971.
Well, it was beautiful. I'm very proud of that. They're really receptive as veterans. Thank you.
It was excellent. Everybody was jazzed up. Everybody's fired up. We're ready to go.
The reception at the airport in Washington, people were there that had a much finer appreciation of Vietnam and the Vietnam veterans than they did after the war. I think at that time the peaceniks were too busy protesting, and they called us baby killers and all kinds of other things, and not knowing what our veterans had actually gone through. It just takes time for people to realize maybe sometimes how wrong they were.
After the funeral services for Lieutenant Colonel Daniel, the veterans and the Honor Flight Austin crew visited the memorials.
Walking down into the Vietnam Memorial was a feeling that is extremely hard to describe. You can't put it into so many words. It's a feeling that will come across each and every person totally different is my feeling. And for me, it was just a wash of relief to be able to stand there and look and see the names of those that had fallen over there in that country, and then to be able to pay our respects and just enjoy a moment of peace and satisfaction of knowing that we were all once brothers. We're still are brothers, for that matter, brothers and sisters.
Upon arrival back in Austin, the veterans are surprised to see a great welcoming ceremony. Family members, citizens, and passengers in the airport, all wanting to express their appreciation for their sacrifice and service and officially welcome them home.
That's right. No better way to end the day.
Honor Flight Austin's mission is to continue to transport America's veterans to Washington, D.C. to visit those memorials dedicated to honor their service and sacrifices.